They have lied to you about what I've said. They have tried to keep information from you, and when that didn't work, they got me suspended from Facebook. It's just too ridiculous. Folks, if that doesn't piss you off, I don't know what will. Because here's the thing. Today it's me, but tomorrow it'll be you. And now you've pushed it to another level. And this is going to be a story heard everywhere. Do you really think you can pick a fight with the First Amendment and win? I can't believe the arrogance and hubris and entitlement that thinks that this is okay. Do they not get it? Do they not get it? Every time you try to hide stuff from people or suppress information throughout history, it always comes back and blows stink all over the people that were trying to keep it from you. And sooner or later, it's all going to come out. That's the thing about secrets and secret meetings and collusion, is it all comes out. You can't hide things forever. And people want to know. This isn't about me. They don't care about what I'm saying. They care about what you're hiding from them. That's it. And the people pulling the strings at City Hall, do you not understand that when you try to keep somebody shut up, then it takes on a life of its own? So I'm asking for everybody that is concerned about what's going on to step up and be my voice. For every time they keep me from being heard, I'm asking 100 people up there to scream it from the mountaintops. Post the videos, share the videos. Maybe if everybody in town shows up to next month's city council meeting and demands everybody resign because you violated the Freedom of Information Act and you think that you can violate the First Amendment, yeah, that might get some attention, huh? So here's what happened. After last Thursday's meeting, I decided I would go get the audio recording of it so that I could post it on the internet so people that weren't there could hear what took place. All she has to do is right-click, copy, open the USB drive, and paste. That's all she has to do. But while I'm there, I went ahead and took some more FOIA requests. And I also asked her for recordings from the first time I ever appeared in November, December, and I said, hey, you know what? While I'm here, just give me all of the MP3 files from 2018's city council meetings. That way I have them. I don't have to come back up here and bother you ever again. So Friday night, I decided to listen to the recording from the Thursday's meeting. And I plug in the USB drive, and I listen to the recording, and I go to open up the file for January of 2018, and it's not there. And I look through the drive, and in fact, none of the MP3 files that I requested are there. So I wait through the weekend, and Monday I call up to the clerk's office, and she makes a suggestion that she can just get those to me at some later time. And I told her, no, I'll just drop by your office because I have to be out anyway. And besides, they're large files. We'd had trouble before with her sending large files, and we needed this USB drive. So I went up to her office, and she tells me that she can't find the November recording. And I ask her what happened to it, and she doesn't have an explanation. And I asked her if she deleted it, and she said no, it just didn't exist. Or at least that's my understanding of what she was saying. It was a rather awkward conversation. She seemed to imply that there was a problem with how the files were labeled, and her system for inventorying these MP3 files was a little awkward or something, and she wasn't sure which ones were which meetings. So in order to facilitate speed and get out of her office quickly, I said, well, you know what? Instead of you going through all of those files and trying to figure out which ones are which, just dump all the MP3 files on this one flash drive, and I'll take them back and sort it out. So I get back to the house and I open it up, and there's stuff from 2012, 2015. There's 4 gigs of stuff she dumped on here, but nothing from 2018. So I go back to City Hall, and the mayor's there, and I ask him if he could join us for this conversation so he could see what's going on. And I said, Miss Eveld, there's only two explanations for what's happening here, and one of them is illegal. You're either trying to keep me from getting this information, or you don't understand, and if you don't understand, you don't need to be clerk. She became extremely agitated and upset, and I tried to explain to the mayor about how last week I had requested W-2 forms for the 3 people I knew that worked for the fire department. I only know of 3 people. She sent me 86 pages of W-2s. I don't know who was on there that would work for the fire department. I don't have that knowledge. That's why I requested it. But I do know that when I get to the end of this 86 pages of documents, the 2 people I know for sure that work there are not on there. So then she says, I don't have those earlier files. And I said, well, okay, just put January through June MP3 files, the recordings from the regular city council meetings on this drive. And she said, I'll do it later for you. I had requested these files on Friday, and she didn't give them to me. I came back up there Monday, and she didn't give them to me. I returned less than 10 minutes later, and now she's telling me she can't find them. And this ended with her screaming, do you want me to shit them? Do you want me to shit them? And the mayor, he just said, just go. Just go. She's upset, and we're not going to get to the bottom of it. And out of respect to him, I left. Here's the thing, folks. Denying a Freedom of Information Act request is not just some sort of technicality. It's a crime. It's punishable by a $500 fine and up to 30 days in jail. I can't compel her to give that information. The court can. Your alderman could get involved. The mayor could ask her to do it. But I've heard from nobody. So I'm asking you to be my voice. Maybe if everybody listening to this tape requested the MP3 files from the 2018 City Council meetings, then maybe somebody over at City Hall would sit up and listen and see that it's not just one person that wants to know what's going on. If something has happened to those MP3 files, we all have a problem. I think that I have been more than patient. I haven't asked for anything that they shouldn't be able to give me, and I have a very good reason for wanting them, because I want everyone watching this video to know what I actually said, not what they are telling you I said. Do you see how big of a problem this is?
Pretty much the only vacation that he gets is to go to conferences, and I go along just to get away. So he doesn't really get a vacation. I go float in the pool or something.